Greetings and salutations, I'm Keb, and this is a Let's Play of Call to Power 2 as Canada, America's great top hat,
Building
obviously.
complete.
Let's see, okay fine, so we got another feat of wonder. We built so many theaters that apparently for the next 15 turns we get a +5 happiness. My word. That is quite sturdy. The diplomat can just go over there and explore a bit. Not much else I can use him for. And you guys just go back there to wait for the next little endeavor.
Full speed ahead.
Yeah, what to do with you? I'm sending one of you over to become a diplomat over with the Americans, Native Americans. So many things built. Okay, Montreal has nothing to build. Both of those wonders are being constructed, so I don't need them.
Construction
Not a
started.
Carrack. Actually, maybe I do want a Carrack so I can explore the ocean sea. Yeah, let's get a Carrack on the sea. Out on the water. 2 infantrymen for the extra defense. And a caravan, sure. And then you just finish all the buildings. Except the capital, because you don't need a capital. The capital is going to stay in Ottawa. Sorry, Montreal. Did I just march my diplomat between 2 Persian units? I think I did. Oops. Now, let's see. You were the one that had the horsemen. And I'm just going to disband the coracle. I don't think I'm going to need it anymore. Coracles are so slow anyway. And now, our citizens are so happy that they're throwing celebrations. Edmonton, Cairo, Alexandria. Yeah, you can see there. But I want to see it in the actual national manager. There we go. Because happiness is now 85 in those towns. I don't recall if that actually gives a bonus to the city in some way. I assume it does, so let's go and see if we can find Cairo, was it? City. Let's put our empire. Local city screen. Can it tell me anything here? City manager, there we go. Status. Yeah, a lot of folks are happy. Doesn't actually specify. But look at there, we have a specialist. +1 specialist. And that I believe is because he's already started working on all the surrounding tiles. Right, and since there are overlaps, those extra citizens will have to go and be specialists. Since they would normally be working these 2 squares, but yeah. So overlap is fine, but you don't really want it if you can avoid it. I mean, Whitehorse would have the same issue eventually. And so on and so forth. So it's not that big of a deal. I mean, if they aren't working the squares, they're going to work as specialists until the city grows to a size sufficient to pop the next border. But when is that going to be? Let's see. It's 6 pops to get the interior ring. 15 is not enough for the exterior ring. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 squares. If they need 18, then maybe 18 pops for to get another ring. Could be. Didn't attack me.
Complete.
Oh, there we go. The Appian Way is now obsolete, which should lead to some unhappiness. Again. Unfortunate. Unfortunate, but the way it is. Wait, can't you actually go into the mountains? Oh, okay, so it looks like cavalry can't actually go into mountain squares. Okay. Where am I gonna put you then? You know what? Then you could just sit there, maybe. Okay, so they're fast, but they can't actually be stationed anywhere. Oh, that's what the barbarian did. The sound effect earlier. He pillaged the road. That's what he did. So he did do something. That was the fanfare. Oh well. Let's see, Edmonton is done. Whistler needs improvements. Some mines. And all the mountains. Next item, next item, next item. So I assume that's going to drastically change the amount of happiness that Cairo experiences. Not as much, actually. Doesn't seem to care too much about city distance from the capital, after all. Okay, get a few infantrymen out. I want some defensive units. Another one of those, and some buildings. Excellent. Then there's still no new... Actually, we do have a new wonder. The Emancipation Act. It converts slaves and citizens to citizens worldwide. Causes revolt in slave-holding cities. But I believe that does not apply to the civ that builds the darn thing. So that's the advantage of building the wonder. We can always try and see if the Persians are willing to make peace. A friendly proposal of ceasefire. We're willing to offer them a bit of gold. Let's see if they're willing to. Say 1,000 gold. What if you threaten them? Nah. Okay. Okay, be Obicus meat. We want a ceasefire. We offer you 3,000 gold. Still no. Okay, fine. Who cares about you then? Respect, they have faith in us. Well then. Not much we can do then until they start liking us. Oh, there was something I forgot to do, I think. Ugh. Never mind.
Building complete.
I'll deal with it eventually. But he isn't attacking my diplomat, which is what I would have expected him to do. Not that I mind you. Fine by me that he isn't attacking me. And our bonus to movement has definitely expired. The coracles are incredibly slow now.
Building complete.
And I can't get away from him. Let's move further south. You guys just sentinel there, that's fine. This is good. Because when he moved there, his archer wouldn't be able to attack us, I think. Yeah, fine, I know that. And we discover... Okay, we didn't discover cavalry tactics, but someone did. And that changed... That obsoleted our wonder. That's unfortunate. Oh, darn it. Okay, so now since I moved my coracle in there to land it... Yeah, okay, fine. Boo. And now, of course, they want it again. And that's fine, I'm gonna accept that.
It's the ship from the Spice Islands. How many gold pieces is that?
Okay, so East India Company. What does it say here? High price for its goods. Considerable research naval cargo units. It doesn't actually specify what it does. That is the same thing on all the wonders here. You can't actually see specifically what it does. It looks like we gain +1 movement on the ships. At the very least.
As you command.
Now we can explore the deep ocean and see that there's terrain here as well. And that makes sense because we're going to be building cities out there at some point.
Full speed ahead.
That's a big town. And you're going to land the diplomat, and we're just going to disband the coracle. Next item in queue, yeah. Wait, did we also have something else in the queue for Alexandria? No, we did not. So why didn't it show up? Not sure. At the very least, we are going to build some infantrymen here.
Construction started.
I am starting to feel a bit exposed. And then just build all the buildings you currently can. Need to find one town to build the Emancipation Act.
Building complete.
Don't do that right away. So we know that they have cavalry. We know that the bank... Yeah, let's quickly get the banking and cavalry tactics. That's fine. So let's see, hold reception. That costs money, I assume. Yeah, it costs 1,000 ducats. Or gold, or whatever you want to call it. To me, it's always going to be ducats. Just... It's engraved in me because of EU4 and or indeed the entire EU series. Money is always ducats. You know what? Just land him here. As for the coracle, can keep sailing. That's fine. Next item. Okay, Cobalt is down. Cobalt is currently the border town of our entire empire, really. So it should get walls and all that fun stuff. It has walls. Fine. Ballistic towers.
Construction started.
Definitely 2 infantrymen. And then you can build. Why can I build a shrine even though I should already have one? That one puzzles me a little bit. Because, yeah. All cities in the Empire should have gotten a free... shrine. Can I see what you already have? +1 from buildings, right? And that I believe is the shrine. But I can't see the actual build list. Oh, there we go. There are the structures. But the shrine isn't listed. Long Luck has one. Huh. Toronto doesn't. I wonder. So it looks like the Hagia Sophia basically applies the effect, but not the actual building. So you still have to build. It'll still show up in the build list. Huh. Odd. Oh well. At the very least, at any rate, we have a better government now. So, let's go and compare that. Fascism, yeah, everything is better except growth and science. A democracy, on the other hand, is better on every count there is. Yep, we're gonna become a democracy, and as you can see, it has fast growth. So the cities will grow a lot faster, especially much faster than under fascism. Enact. And we have tons of development to plant as well. Let's get that done. A couple of farms, some fisheries, maybe a port. Long lack, you need some food as well. There we go. Except okay, St. John needs food. Let's deal with that. Now we have peace.
All efforts will be made.
Ain't that grand. I don't know, can we get around to Samson there? Stay there for a bit. This coracle, yeah, I'll just disband it. Large amount of celebrations everywhere. Of course, right now we don't have a government, so that's kind of why they're celebrating, I guess. Everybody loves anarchy. At any rate, St. John, they were starving, so we need to fix that. There isn't much terrain that is arable, though, for St. John.
Building complete.
Embassy, and we're gonna pay some gold for a reception. Oh, at least I assume that the diplomats can move around without triggering. Oh, you have units in our borders. That sort of complaint. Which is kind of why I'm moving all the way down there, because there's one square. Look at that. They haven't explored the square either, because we exchanged maps with them earlier. Next item. Yeah. Calgary built an academy. Wait a second. I thought we would not build anything during a anarchy. We're still in an anarchy, right? Yeah. But apparently we're still producing. Okay. Calgary, how are you doing in terms of units? Just hoplites, right? Yeah. You do need defenses,
started.
though. Build everything. There we go. That's gonna keep you busy for a long time. And St. John's, can I get more farms? Can I farm the hills at the very least? No. So there's precious little I can do for you. I'd have to terraform the hills into flatlands and all the mountains in order to make St. John's grow. Okay. Well, that's feasible eventually. We'll need at least explosives. Probably more.
Building complete.
And that, of course, is the slavery sound. I assume that's happening up there where we can't see. don't think it's happening to our towns. Darn well hope not. It could be. Because it doesn't actually auto-focus on the nation or the cities. Well, most of our cities have city walls, and that, as far as I recall, well, at the very least, gimps the ability to steal slaves.
Building complete.
Yeah, now I feel a bit insecure because if they have gunpowder units as well.
All efforts will be made.
Let's see, have I explored these squares? There we go.
As you command.
Okay, let's see, next item. Okay, now we're at least out of Anarchy.
Construction started.
Still only 2 wonders, but we really need to get all the defenses and everything. Oh yeah, and we can actually expand now, so there's that as well. You know what, I'm gonna have all the cities build the basic infrastructures before we expand. Heck, let's build the shrine as well. I'm not sure why it shows up. I mean, it won't obsolete, so it should always have the effect. I'm not sure why it shows up in the list at all. Ah well. Empire, Public Works, Science is 80%. Yeah, it always sets it to maximum, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Our city, our empire is also incredibly happy. I should be able to take advantage of that. Let's see. Yeah, Calgary is the most unhappy town we have, more or less, yeah. 83. So I think it's quite safe to adjust our policies a little bit. If only I could figure it. There we go. We're going to have 14-hour workdays at the very least. I'm going to keep rations at the balance. Could cut wages and save more money. Yeah, why not? You're going to be paid pennies and you're going to like it. And you're going to work much harder. And that should have an impact. Yeah, now this most unhappy town is at 78. That's fine. They're not going to be revolting or anything like that. I mean, as long as you keep this in the yellow marker, nothing bad will happen. So, might as well exploit the population a little bit more.
Building complete.
Get more science, more economy, more everything. Let's get the London Exchange. What does that do again? Increases the efficiency of brokerages. So basically it gets us more money. Sure, let's go economics. There, looky there. Someone has a slaver. Long luck. Let's build all of the, or whatever we want to call it.
Construction
2 infantrymen,
started.
so you have defenses. And then basically buildings. Build everything. And I still need to improve you a bit more. Another there. Some of those. Some trade posts. There we go. It'll take a while to get tile improvements everywhere. And some of these cities only have the old tile improvements at this point. Still, well, I suppose I could just shift more production into public works.
Building complete.
But I don't really want to do that either. We found Babylon. And it's not on a river, is it? Nope, Babylon should always be on a river. By the rivers of. Let's see, and you can march down and explore this square. I suppose I'll have to hold a large amount of receptions in order to convince
Building
everybody else to
complete.
trust us.
All efforts will be made.
And I might do that, actually.
As you
I
command.
mean, we have the gold. Ooh, a squid. Let's see, we can't see this square, so let's go down and explore that. And we have to avoid his territory, which is kind of, yeah, iffy. Next item. Okay, Vancouver. Again, I assume you haven't built more units. Nope.
Construction started. Building complete.
Someone else had cavalry tactics, so let's get that. Can I establish a second embassy? I don't know if I could. It didn't pop up here, so I assume it actually has no effect whatsoever, but at least now we have embassy with all three of them. They're upset and mistrustful due to lack of follow-through. Yeah, then we failed to remove our troops. Yes, 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 that's fine. They have cavalry tactics. Turkey. They are impressed. They're in the monarchy. Nothing else there. Aggressive imperialist. Huh? Persia. They are pleased. They also have cavalry tactics. Do the Turks have cavalry tactics? No. Okay. So that won't do anything, but holding receptions presumably would. No? Okay, so you can only do it so often, I assume. I'm gonna guess that's it.
Construction started.
He's gonna build a third infantryman and a settler. I need to start, not slaver, no. Settler, there we go. And then you can build the rest of the buildings. 2 for defense, 1 for escorting the new town. I mean, we have now a capacity for another... How many towns? We had 22 towns, now we have a capacity of 35, so we can build 13 more cities. And we have the room. We most certainly have the room. So we're going to do that, but that won't be in this episode. It is time for a short break. Thank you for watching.